Hey, welcome back this week, and I was trying out something a little different here. Um, Most of the people who watch these videos, probably all of the people who watch these videos, have no idea what's up with the specs. If you do, hit me up. Let me know. Let me know that you spotted that reference. Good old Spider Jerusalem. And for those of you who haven't got a clue, check out Warren Ellis's Transmetropolitan. It's an awesome comic book. The reason I'm pulling these out, feeling a little nostalgic about it. I'm about to hit Bangor, Maine's Twin Comic Con today. Hopefully today, if I upload this video on Saturday. And it's going to be my first convention experience. And nobody associated with this particular work is going to be there, but you know who is going to be there? Mr. Billy D. Williams. That's right, Billy D. Williams. Lando Calrissian to most of you. Star Wars fans, but for those of you who are actually avid, or even not so avid beer drinkers, but fans of Kish and references, he's the man who did the Colt 45 commercials back in the day. That's right. Works every time. Yeah, that was way less sexy and sensual than when the man himself did them. I'm kind of hoping that I can catch a picture with him and maybe he'll pose with a little prop, empty can or two. More to come on that though. We'll find out. It's kind of a fanboy fantasy. We'll see if it gets fulfilled. So anyway, not sure if these really work with my current look, so I'm gonna ditch them. I think with the tie-dye they kind of make me look like a hippie dipshit, but at any rate, I'll try them out tomorrow. Let's get to the actual beer review this week, which is in the spirit of Comic-Con. I don't know if you can really call it Comic-Con. I think that's kind of reserved for the San Francisco one. But this is from Brewery, Ommegang, part of that Game of Thrones series that they're doing, beers inspired by the television show. Yes, I have yet to watch a single episode or crack open a single one of the books. Not to fret, friends and family, it is on my to-do list, somewhere on there. I eventually will get around to it because I keep hearing such good things. In terms of the beers, this one is Three-Eyed Raven. It's a dark Saison ale. So I'm expecting some good things from this. I was a little disappointed by the last Game of Thrones beer that I had from Brewery Ommegang though. And as I said then, you're really appealing to fans of the show as well as beer drinkers. And fans of the show aren't necessarily going to be avid beer drinkers who are looking for those out there tastes. So you're going to have something that's a little pared down and appeals to a wide variety of tastes. I'm expecting the same thing from this. Let's find out if that's true or not. And it's a quart of beer. I sometimes have smooth hands. Not tonight, apparently. Paper towels for a little extra traction. That really worked. That cork came out pretty easy, which means it's either not as tight as I thought it was going to be, or the beer itself is more highly carbonated than I expected. And as I'm pouring it, it's very easy to put a head on this. Dark beers aren't usually this easy for me to put a head on. So I think it's a very highly carbonated one. And that's actually probably the first time I've been able to put a decent head on a dark beer on film. And you should really have about an inch to an inch and a half of foam when you're done. And that's really to bring out the aromatics in it. I'm not getting a whole lot. A little smokiness. And that's pretty much it. Maybe. Smokiness and a hate to say it because it sounds negative right off the bat, but a very slight hint of rubberiness, like when you first open a can of tennis balls or racket balls, that smell of canned up rubber. It's very, very faint, and it's probably just my weird brain making some strange connections, but that's what I'm smelling there. And that's honestly, it's subtle, but it's the most outstanding aroma that I'm getting off of this. Other than that, I'm getting a little smokiness and not much else. The taste itself, it starts off lighter than I would have expected for such a dark colored beer. As it rolls down over the tongue and down the throat, it develops a heavier mouthfeel. That smokiness is really what's coming through. There's a hint of bitterness from the hops. Nothing really stands out. That smokiness and bitterness, it makes me think of sitting around a campfire. That's really what I'm getting, just a smoky bitterness. And the smoke is primarily there. It wasn't as apparent in the aroma, but in the taste, that's really what I'm getting, like a really strong wood smoke. Overall, not a bad beer. There's nothing that's really jumping out at me and making me scream hallelujah or anything. I'm going to put it at a 3.5 out of 5. And bear in mind that a 2.5 is average. So this is a better than average beer, but there's nothing really profound or striking about it. Very smoky, a little bit of bitter, dark with a heavier mouthfeel that develops as it rolls off the tongue. Good overall. I would definitely recommend it. For the novelty factor, if you're a fan of the show. Also as a way, if you're a fan of the show but not necessarily an avid beer drinker, to introduce you to the beer world. It's good. It's quite good. So definitely check it out. If you're a fan of these videos, give me a like and a share down below. As always, hit me up in the comments or through the email link if you've got another beer you'd like to suggest I review, or better yet, if you've got a beer you created yourself that you'd like to see reviewed. I'll give you my impression, which may not be a really great one, but at least I try to put it in layman's terms and I don't pretend to know more than I actually do. I guess I don't know how much more plainly to put it than that. Hopefully you're enjoying these videos and you'll take me up on those two offers. I'll let you know how things go with Mr. Williams tomorrow. With any luck, I'll be posting a photo of myself and him holding a couple of cans of Colt 45.